What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today what I got for you guys, we're going to be talking about some huge leaks that have been coming out over these last few days regarding Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, and Call of Duty 2023. So with the original plans that we had for Modern Warfare 2, we were supposed to have 2 years of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and there was supposed to be enough content lasting over 12 seasons, going until the end of 2024, until the Treyarch game came out. Now, as we went on a couple months in, they ended up changing their mind. They decided they're going to be changing this DLC that's supposed to come out in 2023. They're going to be changing that and making it its own Call of Duty title. The thing is, it's not necessarily a brand new Call of Duty at all. It's the same exact one. It's running on the same exact mechanics. We're probably going to be seeing the same weapons, the same leveling up system. Everything is probably going to be exactly the same. It's following the same exact engine that we have on Modern Warfare 2. It's just going to be labeled under a brand new Call of Duty just so they can sell a little bit more. Now, I know there's still time until this Call of Duty title does come out, but it actually impacts us now because a lot of the content that we are supposed to be getting right now in Season 3, this next update, is being saved. So if you've looked at past seasons, Season 1 and 2 so far, we haven't really gotten the best updates. We haven't gotten the most content added, and it seems like they're holding back content from us. They've been really frugal with the maps that they are giving us. We've only gotten 2 maps in the beginning of Season 1, and then Season 2, we were originally supposed to get 2 maps, and then after a lot of feedback, a lot of complaining, people were saying like, hey, you guys keep adding remastered maps. You're adding maps that we saw in the beta, considering it new content. And that just doesn't make sense. It's not fair. They ended up bringing in a map that was supposed to come out in Season 3. They brought it early, so we ended up getting 3. Now, when you look at past Call of Duty titles, we got a lot more than that. For example, Modern Warfare 2019, during Season 3, we ended up seeing 3 multiplayer maps at launch, and then they added a 4th one during the Reloaded update. It's the exact opposite for us right now. We're getting 1 or 2, and then later on with Reloaded, they add in the 3rd or the 2nd one. So it really isn't fair in terms of content, but they are doing that for a reason, and they're doing that so they can save it for COD 2023, because COD 2023, apparently there's some big leaks regarding that, which I'll get into in just a second. First, I want to talk about Season 3. So for some new Season 3 leaks that we have received, it seems like there's an insider source. I'm not sure how viable he is. I honestly would take this with a huge bag of salt, because a lot of the things he's saying have a lot of holes in them. Some of the things that he said were going to happen haven't happened yet. And this insider post actually was released on December of 2022, before Call of Duty decided to pretty much make Call of Duty 2023. They were originally going to add a lot of new content, a lot of different things for us. But as I mentioned earlier, they started to save all of that for the next Call of Duty title. But here's what he said. He said, in one of the raids I played, it is planned for Season 3 is in Las Almas, and you will be able to play as Price, Gaz, Alejandro, and Rudy. Now, he ended up continuing to say Season 2 raid will include Alex as a character, but just in the comms. The playable characters are Ghost, Soap, Price, and Gaz. And that's what made me really not believe it, because with Season 2, that did not happen at all. We did not see Ghost, we did not see Soap, and we only saw Price, Gaz, and Farah, and then we ended up seeing Alex towards the end, and he wasn't really playable in comms or anything like that. So one thing is, either they could have changed it and this guy is still telling the truth, but they did change it. But one of the reasons why I do sort of believe some of the things he said is because Task Force leakers actually ended up posting this over on Twitter, and shortly after, they ended up taking the tweet down for a DMCA copyright. Now, usually Activision will not take things down like this unless there's some truth behind it. So for example, when the Resurgence map leaked a while ago, we didn't really believe it up until they started taking them down from leakers, and as soon as they did that, that showed us that they did own the rights to it. So it was true, and we would be seeing a Resurgence map, which ended up being Ashika Island. So this time around, they're doing the same thing here, although this doesn't seem to be as true. Maybe there's some slight changes to it, because as I mentioned, they are taking away content, so maybe some of these characters are going to be saved for later missions. Maybe Ghost and Soap are going to be saved for later, like Season 4 or Season 5, before we get into COD 2023. But he also went on to say references to Hadir and Makarov are made throughout the raids, which seems to be a little bit true. With the end of the cutscene at Raid Episode 2, it did seem like they were making some references to Makarov, and it seemed like we were going to be seeing him in the future. Anyways, let's jump into another leak that we ended up getting. This is from Task Force himself, not the insider. So this I feel like it has more credibility, because this is coming straight from the files themselves, so it is believable. But it seems like Valeria is going to be the cutscene for Season 3, and apparently her cutscene is going to involve her escaping. So in the files, it says Valeria escape as the Season 3 trailer, and as we mentioned in the past video, that she is going to be the operator for the battle pass. So she's going to be like the center theme, the main theme person who's going to be involved in season 3. And if that is true, then that makes a little bit more sense. And then Task Force also provided a photo of that in the files, which I'm not going to be showing for copyright purposes, but that's a little bit more reliable to me rather than the information that was given to us by this insider guy that came out months and months ago, and it came out last year. But another thing that I want to let you know is also with season 4. So with season 4, we are expecting to see a new battle royale map. Now, if you remember in the little roadmap that Call of Duty ended up getting leaked in December, that was a part of it as well. So this is a little bit more reliable, but it says there's 5 Warzone maps in the file as of right now. So Cruz, which could be potentially Las Almas, Saba, which is Almazra, Biolab, which is Building 21. There's one that's called Delta, and then there's one called Sea Lion, which is Ashika Island. So Delta is the one that is going to be the smaller map. As of right now, we don't know exactly what the map is going to be or what it's going to contain. Now, the thing is, if we follow the pattern of the lore that we have in terms of the AI combatants and the different people who are taking over a particular map, for example, in Almazra, we're seeing AQ and we're seeing Al-Qatala, and then on Ashika Island, we're seeing Shadow Company. So that gives us the idea that maybe Delta will be related to Kony PMC, which could be Russian related and have to do with Makarov, which was mentioned earlier before. And even currently in the game, we do see some sort of a connection. So in Ashika Island, there is the Kony computer, which is in the hotel under Suki Castle. So there's teasers already in the other maps that we have right now. And then there's also something that's actually very interesting from Task Force, is he said is Kony is based on Wagner. There's a HQ in St. Petersburg, a city built across a series of islands. There's 42 in total, and one of them happens to be called Nova Delta. So in that case, that means we'll be seeing this Nova Delta, and that could potentially be the small scale island that we'll be seeing for in season 4, basically. But remember, as I mentioned before, all of that stuff ended up coming out before they decided to delay everything. So maybe they're not going to be introducing this map as early as season 4. Maybe we'll have to wait all the way up until season 5, or maybe it'll be brand new. But the thing is there's another battle royale map, and that is going to be Las Almas, which we've mentioned already. That's already in the files. It pretty much seems to be completed already. We know the name locations, Favela being one of the major ones that we've seen on there. And the thing about that is we know that that one is most likely not going to be releasing until COD 2023, along with this brand new Call of Duty quote unquote that they're going to be bringing out. So that means the small scale map will still be releasing in the life cycle of Modern Warfare 2, and it will be free because it'll be a part of one of the seasons. So if it's not season 4, I definitely do believe season 5, and I don't think they will delay it long enough to be in the next Call of Duty. And if they are going to be introducing a new battle royale map, it would make sense that they would add it in season 4 after season 3, and then after that they'll end up skipping season 5 with no brand new map, and then in season 6, which is technically going to be the new Call of Duty, that's when they will be introducing a brand new full-scale battle royale map. But that's all that I wanted to cover in today's video. Just talk about some new things that we have for season 3, and then I will be making another video separately where we'll go over the season 3 update in more detail. I have posted a video going over the roadmap. If you've missed that, the link is in the description. I really do appreciate the support. We're almost at 100,000 views on that video, so thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my channel. I do really appreciate it. Thank you guys. But anyways, that wraps things up. I will be posting more videos relating to season 3. We will be hopefully getting the blog post this upcoming Wednesday, and I'll be covering that for you guys as well. But yeah, that's all that I got for you guys. Thank you guys. It's been your boy Chidzo, and I'll hopefully be seeing you guys again. Peace.